Earth 2020. Society is in ruins, and a virus runs rampant among the world's humble citizens. They are lost. In these dark times, three wayward nerds cross paths at the House of India and realize they are destined to be friends. And so they did. This is their story. The story of the Side Quest.
No, keep going. Just let it run for a couple minutes, you know what I mean? Welcome back to the Side Quest Podcast, everybody. My name is Luke.
I'm BJ.
And I'm Matt.
How y'all boys doing?
Good. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
See, you would think that, but the sea be its first love. You like that?
I'm gonna go home.
I think it's still R because they like to rape and pillage.
Fair enough.
He's not wrong, yeah. How's your week been? I know, Matt, you got,
A little stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had like MRIs, and then surgery consultations.
So surgery is gonna be probably this Thursday?
So his available dates are like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd like to do it this Thursday to get it over with. But I have to wait for insurance. They have to like call insurance. It's that whole thing. And then if I get approved, then I can do it Thursday. But they said by Tuesday at least.
Just let me know when you possibly need that ride.
Yeah.
Because I'm free both those days usually.
Yeah. Maybe we can, hang out Thursday. I mean, then I'll have 2 weeks off.
Oh yeah.
So we can do some sweet hanging, maybe some Let's Plays.
Yes.
Finally.
We gotta get a list. I know Hotline Miami seems to be like the go-to for sure.
Yeah, I'd like a game other than, or like next. I don't want to be the next player. I'd like it to be something that you guys haven't played.
Yeah. I like your idea to play Alien Isolation.
That'd be great for you. So BJ and I, we've been watching some movies.
Mm-hmm.
We watched a fuckload of movies this week.
How did you feel about them?
I loved them.
What movies did you see?
Well, first we watched, we did like 2 double features in a row.
Nice.
The first night it was, what did we start with?
Alien.
Yes, we started with Alien. And I was like,
any of them.
Neither have
I haven't seen any of the Alien movies. And
I've played Alien Isolation though.
Oh, you have, dang.
Yeah.
Super good.
Oh, it's a great game. Fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't know if this is a hot take, but way more terrifying than Outlast. At least to me. Because the idea, like Outlast, you're like, I don't know what's going on.
Outlast is pretty linear too.
Well, Alien Isolation is, this thing is fucking chasing me.
And you can see it on your radar too.
Yeah. So and then like the worst feeling of tension I've ever had in a game is like hiding in a thing and you just see it walk past and you're just like I'm playing. It can't hear me, the player, but I just go.
On PC, did you know that there's an option for mic levels?
Oh fuck,
dude, it's crazy.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, so you have to like
actually be fucking quiet.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. I love games that like have an extra dimension of that kind of stuff.
A let's play of that would be the worst because I just know like I'll be playing it quiet as fuck. One of y'all will just be like,
"He's right here! He's here! Get him!
He's at the fucking thing!"
And then it turns around.
You just see like a. And you're like, oh fuck! That game is legitimately one of the best horror games.
I haven't beat it, but I played like halfway through.
I didn't beat it, but I fucking love it. Like, of all the horror games,
that's crazy that you haven't seen. I mean,
it's just growing up.
At least the first one, because the first one, I mean, that one it came 2 years after Star Wars, which is, I mean, rewatching it, I hadn't seen it probably for like 3 years, and it is like.
It looks way better than Star Wars.
It's so the visual effects.
Star Wars
incredible.
paved the way for like most of these movies because they had to kind of create what people use for visual effects, and then like.
But
like
2 years, and Alien just does some things that Star Wars like. The set designs are exponentially better. And the way that they did their practical effects, it's just like there's no way you could extrapolate Star Wars to that in just 2 years.
It was also fun, like connecting the dots, like showing them the Wayland Enterprises on like boxes and stuff to connect Blade Runner and Alien. Happens 100 years after around.
Yeah, and there is a replicant in the movie.
Oh, for real?
Which I was like,
Shit.
oh shit, he's the
Wait,
he's
so
the
they're
fucking
in the
guy.
same universe? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Ridley Scott.
The when they
yeah,
turn on
yeah.
the ship, the interface is the same as the cars.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, all just like the technology, like the aesthetic of the technology there is just top tier.
The only thing I know about the Alien movies is that like they start off pretty like kind of like not ground level horror, but like believable, like, oh, it's an alien and there's an alien queen, I think. And they start getting fucking weird with it where they're like eldritch horror beasts and like you have the white ones, which are like these crazy
It's not as-
ancient aliens.
It's
and,
not as crazy.
well,
as
whichever
you
one
think.
of Prometheus decided to be like, so they're actually
Prometheus is a really good prequel that literally just like adds a science and backstory to everything. To even though it didn't need it, well, yes and no, because like after you've had like, I mean, at that point you have Aliens,
And
Alien 3, Resurrection, AVP 2. So that's 5.
and then you do
Oh, sorry, that's 6.
yeah.
And then you have Prometheus, and then at the last one was Alien Covenant. But when you have like all of those, and then they were like, let's add a good backstory with like explaining stuff, and it's really well done. I mean, it's a little out there because you're dealing with like alien viruses
It's
and
like
stuff.
because I watched a video where it was like some hyper nerd explaining every single variant of an alien, and I was like, I don't fucking know what any of these are. And he's explaining all of them, and he gets to the ones that are in Prometheus or explaining Prometheus, and they're like, these are basically gods. And I'm like, fucking, when did we get deities and like almost eldritch beasts or whatever the fuck?
So, I mean, I guess I can explain because
I mean, it would depend on what the host is, right?
so there's the face huggers.
because I know
It depends on what they attach to, because then it uses their DNA and what is it, like incubates inside of them. Then that it's a different variant of alien.
because there's the AVP like predator alien, which is like legitimately like, oh, it's an alien, but with all of the like skills
strengths
and
of the
shit
predator.
of a predator,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh fuck.
So in Prometheus, the alien that you see in the first one in the ship, those are called like the engineers. I'm trying to.
Oh, so did you watch all of the Alien movies?
No, just the
Oh,
first one. So engineers, they were like, like an old alien race that were like, in the end, they're dying off, essentially. And their whole thing was they just like brought life to planets and started it. So they have this space goo that like creates life, essentially. And then through that, they got some like something bad happens, and then that's how the aliens are come around, and they're the perfect life form of like, taking over hosts, and they're like,
So they created the aliens.
yes,
Okay.
or
Or
they
the
like
xenomorph,
discovered
Yeah,
like
because
something
I
bad.
was gonna say like, what was the? Because I'm assuming was the face hugger first, and then it evolved into like the xenomorph and the xenomorph queen.
Well,
and
what
all
happens is there's an egg, and then the face hugger comes out of the
Well,
egg.
I know like the egg is a thing, but I mean like what was the, I guess, Prometheus lore, whichever one was like, but this is what came first, and it led to the fucking, because the one that I've seen is like the white variant of a fucking xenomorph, and it's like super fast and fucking like the craziest shit, and it's like, I don't know, like that's what I've seen, and I don't know if that's comic lore or
I
some
think
shit.
it's from Covenant, the newest
Okay.
one.
I
But
didn't see that one either.
They're
I heard-
I really like. Other than the only one I don't like. I mean,
Didn't
AVPs are okay,
Well,
but they're
AVPs are like
super
they're
tropey.
I was gonna say they're like tropey, like action horror.
Yeah, you
Almost.
take like it's. I mean, it's just like
Freddy versus Jason.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah,
you're
it's
taking two franchises, and you're like, let's put them together.
It's literally it's like someone had enough money to be like, so like this is my fan film of what if Naruto fought Luffy in
Yeah, 100%.
but like
So,
they're
other
canon.
than AVPs, the
Yeah.
two of them, Resurrection's my least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It has it was like, we need to make another one, so let's do it. And
It was like Hollywood like Alien movie. Let's go.
Yeah, even though the third Alien 3 was this is the end of that.
Is it all Ripley through the 3, or is it she's just in the first one?
No, it is even
Okay.
in Resurrection, which was
She's in Resurrect. Was that the point? Okay, fucking of course.
and here I'll just spoil. Didn't tell Juju, but I'll just spoil it here on the pod. She's dead.
Mm-hmm.
They resurrect her, and then she becomes the queen xenomorph. It's so wild.
By the end of the movie, did you say this really was the aliens we resurrected along the way?
Yeah, it's
Some
so
fucking
weird.
bullshit.
So that was the first movie we watched.
Nice.
What was the second? Oh,
Shanghai Noon, right?
no, it was the sad one.
Oh, Goodwill Hunting. Yeah,
You finally got him to sit down and watch
No,
it?
he said
I've
it. And I
been
was
begging
like,
to watch it.
well, yeah,
Oh,
he's been
okay.
begging, and me. I
Well, I
sometimes
forget-
take over movie time.
Well, I forget which one, because there was a movie we were talking about that you were like, oh, I don't want to watch that. I'm going to break down and cry. Was that it? Was Good
Oh,
Will
it's Goodwill Hunting. For
Was
sure.
Good Will Hunting the Ron Williams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
set like
it
real
got me.
ugly cry?
It got me a couple times.
Was-
I wasn't ugly crying.
Okay, but did you out loud like like
I was shedding some tears for sure.
I mean, both of us were. That scene, it's not your fault. And he's like, I know, it's not my fault. Don't fuck with me, Sean. Not you. Ugh.
Yeah, it was
Great
rough,
movie.
but it was amazing.
that?
Even the part where Ben Affleck's like, all I wish every day is for me to come up to your house, knock on your door, and you not come to work. And I was like, oh. He's like, I'll be here
was that
for
the-
30 years. You have the lottery.
If you're here in the next 20 years, I'll fucking kill you. And that's not a threat. That's a promise.
Was that the start of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's like friendship through Hollywood, where they're like always in each other's
Probably.
movies?
They were both really young.
Because they've anytime one of them's in a movie, like I think they try to get a cameo, or like if they're not in the movie together, it's like you got to be somewhere in this fucking movie,
Yeah.
or they'll direct it. Like I think Ben Affleck directed that the Air Jordan movie, but it's
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's the star, or other way around, one of the two. Because Ben Affleck has like a directing like studio now.
Well, yeah, I think his big hit was Argo.
Mm.
You ever see that one?
I have not, but I've heard great things. About it.
Stressful as hell.
Yeah.
It's all based, I mean, obviously it's one of those based off of true thing, but I mean, for the most part, everything, because it's very historically documented, so it takes place in. I don't want to butcher this for podcast, but it's I think it might be Egypt or another. Oh, I'm so sorry. What's Walgreens? Fuck off. My meds are ready. It's.
I thought you were just gonna
It's
throw
like
it across the room.
a
second ago.
Middle Eastern country. It might be Egypt or Syria or Iran. But there's this whole thing about them having a U.S. embassy there, and some shit goes down, and everyone's mad at the American government, really mad. So then, everybody in the embassy is trying to get out, and there's these 5 individuals that are stuck there while everyone wants to kill them. And then this CIA guy is like, how are we gonna get them out? And he's like, I know this guy, he can get anybody out of anywhere. And their whole thing is they pretend to shoot a movie there, and that they're
I remember seeing trailers for that.
make them look like they're movie stars to get them out. And it's very stressful, and at the very end they're on a commercial flight to the not to the US but out of the country. And there's literal guys, people from the military are there at on the airstrip with guns trying to stop this plane. And they finally take off, and you're like, oh my god, they made it. But it's all based off of a true story, and it's really wild that the CIA was doing that. So
It's crazy.
CIA I do some crazy stuff. I heard a story about during I think it was the Cold War, where they had the idea to drop condoms over Russia, the Soviet Union, and the condoms were going to be this big, and on them say medium. just to fuck with them and be like, "Oh my gosh, Americans have such massive cocks." Brilliant.
God, I'd love to
I
be
read
on
a story
Operation
recently.
Condom. You know what I mean?
Where the Nazis built this whole like air base out of wood to make the Allies think that, oh, there's an air base here.
Mm-hmm.
Like that should be one of our focuses. And the Allies knew the whole time they were just building it out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all these like wooden planes and wooden tanks and all this stuff. And then right after they finish it, the Allies dropped a wooden bomb on it. Just like stuck in the dirt.
That's so funny because I've heard like stories about Ukraine where they're like Ukrainians are building wooden like things, like wooden tanks. They even have like inflatable tanks or like like air-to-air missile stuff, like just to.
That's some MGS5 shit,
dude. Yeah, and then there's like a video of like it's like Russian propaganda. They're like, look at us take down this like this mobile like anti-air like missile system, and then you see it and it just splinters. There's no explosion, even though like if you blew up missiles, boom, no, it just falls apart in wood.
love that.
But so Good Will Hunting was top tier. I mean, that's like I think on IMDb's top 250s, like number 8 or something.
I can see it. It was incredible. Stacked cast, great acting.
It's one of those things where
I forgot Skarsgård was in it. And then
Yeah,
I was like, Andor!
I didn't know about that. And then he starts giving this lecture, and then Matt goes, I fight for a sunrise I'll never see.
In his math class. I'm like, what are you talking about, man?
Calm down.
Just be like, what the fuck? What is the Republic? I don't get it.
But, yes, Jack Cast,
It's one of those movies when you go back and watch, you're just like, damn, Robin Williams.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It made me, every time he did that, like,
It's a sad smile that he does.
It broke my heart just seeing him doing that, like, that soft smile that he has. It just, that bushy beard. Ugh.
Yeah.
I saw that Ocarina of Time 3D commercial that he did.
With his daughter?
Yeah, with his
Zelda?
his daughter Zelda, and I'm like, I'm watching, I'm like, fuck, man, damn it.
Yeah.
Out of all the Hollywood actors, his death hit like honestly the hardest. Like one of my
Dude,
favorite.
I trade
I trade tape arms. I trade.
Get rid of Mineta. Tokiyami can stay.
Tail guy's gotta go.
fuck it, Uraraka.
I love the bargaining part of that grief where he's like,
I hope this bit lasts for. I think. Fuck it, I'll take.
every anime we watch that has like a war arc. No, fuck. Get rid of these 3. I want him to stay alive. Fuck this whole cast.
Dude, I will say
he gets to the war arc in Naruto. It's like, no, all these guys gotta go. I swear to God.
like there's moments in your life, there's like for smells are really help you remember like vividly memories. For me, like the smell of oranges, like really for me is like Christmas Day. We'd always have fresh squeezed orange juice, but like there's moments that you think back to and you can really like feel the excitement or you feel the emotion again and again. When Mirio came back is on that list. Oh my gosh.
That's the first time I've ever heard Matt yell at a screen. It was so
not when Joel died.
It was
well,
it
like
was different, a different scream.
Yeah, because it like echoed through the house when Mirio came back.
I could see the vindication in BJ's eyes because the whole night was him just being like
getting berated.
Fuck you worthless cunt.
Fuck you, BJ.
It was
the hug afterward was so good. He's like, I'm so sorry. I am sorry.
You didn't deserve this. I'm the problem, not you.
I still love just see the cape. Me and BJ.
No reaction.
We're like, what the fuck?
Light work, no reaction.
Yeah, Matt's just sitting there like, who's cape? Like, what? Apparently, I'm supposed to know who that is. And it isn't until the floor you just go, hey,
let's go. So good. Then the other night we watched another double feature.
That one was Crazy Stupid Love first, which blew my fucking mind.
I also have not seen that either.
I did not expect it to be as incredible as it was. I was like, oh, it's just a rom-com, and then I get into it. It's like, oh, Steve Carell's here.
Oh, it's a Steve Carell one? Oh,
Yeah.
let's go.
And his best friend in that movie is Ryan Gosling,
Oh, let's fucking go.
who falls in love with Emma Stone.
So La La Land prequel?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so fucking good. And there were plot threads that all came together that I did not see coming from a mile away.
It made me really happy when the moment they all cut and he's like, his jaw was like, oh my god.
Oh wait, was that the one where it's Steve Carell's the dad of Emma Stone?
Yeah, but
and
you don't
Ryan,
know that.
And Ryan Gosling is like his friend. Then he's dating the daughter.
Well, Ryan Gosling is like a hardcore.
He's
like,
a fuckboy.
Yeah, and teaches Steve Carell to try to get his life back together after his wife sleeps with a coworker. What's his name?
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. I'm Kevin Bacon.
His name is like David Hofstetter or something.
But you're like this.
But we kept making the joke is like his name is David Hofstetter in canon, but he keeps saying I'm Kevin Bacon.
Hey, I'm here. I'm Kevin Bacon.
I'm Kevin Bacon. Goodbye, David Hofstetter. I'm Kevin Bacon.
that was his bit. The wife thought that was so charming. That's why she was like, "Oh my god."
It's like, why do you call yourself Kevin Bacon?
Oh, that's so weird.
So
oh
quirky.
fuck. Can you want to fuck?
But and then he like pretty much teaches him how to like seduce women.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
and then
changes
the
his
first person
wardrobe.
that he has sex with after his wife is this person. And he's really honest. Is like, I have 2 kids. My wife, cheated on me. I blah 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 blah. Like, I'm really insecure. And she's like, I love the honesty. And then he has to go to a PTA meeting, and
It turns out to have been his son's English teacher.
and she's like, and because they have like the son earlier. Oh my gosh, there's so many threads. The son earlier is in love with their babysitter, but
Who's in love with Steve Carell.
But the babysitter's in love with Steve Carell,
Jesus.
and who like takes like nudie pictures of herself and is gonna give them to Steve Carell.
And she puts him in this envelope with his name on it.
Cal.
Yeah.
And so, and yeah, it's just all goes wild. And when it all comes together it's somebody's birthday party.
It's not a birthday party. It's he sets up that mini golf course. He's gonna try to get his wife back.
Yes.
And then they're,
I think that's the scene that I've seen is Ryan Gosling showing up and is like, "Dad, this is my." I was like, "No, you can't. You can't see
What
it."
is Ryan Gosling's name? Like
Ryan Gosling.
no, I meant his
Kevin Bacon.
I'm
He's
Kevin
also
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
I'm also Kevin Bacon.
It's
but,
that Ryan Gosling doing a Kevin Bacon impression.
But it's the oldest daughter's name is Hannah, but they call her Nana because it's like banana. And earlier in the movie, the wife is asking Cal, she's like, "How's Nana?" And he's like, she worries about us. And to me, that's like, okay, grandma's worried. Maybe she doesn't know about the whole divorce thing. And then they get to the house, and it turns out that Ryan Gosling has fallen in love with her, and she's his daughter. So they come in the door, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Nana."
Cal. Cal is the Steve Carell.
Yeah. And then the camera pans over, and you see her and him. And
It's like, Cal, what are you doing here?
they
It's
like lock eyes, and
what
he's
are you
like,
doing here?
What is this? What's going on here?"
No, break up with him right now. and then the babysitter's dad finds the naked pictures and is
Drives
like,
over to their house
while
to beat
the
the fuck out of
babysitter's
him.
like driving after him, running red lights, almost getting an accident. He shows up and he's like, "You pervert!" Punches Steve Carell.
And then Kevin Bacon shows up to like visit the wife, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on here?"
Lindhagen.
Lindhagen. And then Ryan Gosling is like, "Are you David Lindhagen?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then Ryan Gosling just clocks him across the
He
face.
said, "Do you know how much pain you've caused, my friend?" And right after Cal,
Like he's telling him to break up. And
yeah,
like,
and
"You're a
then
piece of
the
shit."
dad of the babysitter punches Cal. It's such a
I
chaotic.
gotta see this movie.
It's so good.
It's the
dude.
best rom-com ever.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And then we watched Shanghai Noon.
which I don't know what that is.
It's Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan.
And it's incredible.
Fuck yeah.
It's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Jackie Chan is like an imperial guard for the Chinese dynasty or whatever it's called, and he has to go to America to rescue this princess that's been like kidnapped and taken there. And he meets up with Owen Wilson, who is a train robbing cowboy that sucks at his job. And
All this 100, yeah.
Jackie Chan saves this little Indian girl from this enemy tribe, and then he like ends up marrying this other Indian girl, and like he gets this horse. It's a weird horse, and
now he's married to like a Native American girl, and she's like traveling with him.
Yeah, and he can speak Chinese and limited English, so he has no way to communicate with these people. But every time they get into a bind, the Indian wife comes in and saves the day. And then
so she's the competent one of the group. Everybody else is
she's a badass.
Yeah.
every other character is this fucking
Owen Wilson is...
She pulls off like the Ezio moment during like the hanging.
Yeah.
Where like
Hell yeah.
they're about to be hung and she like stops it all, like shoots the
shoots the rope.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
awesome.
fuck yeah.
And their horse was tied to the funeral wagon, so she like gives it a command to like go in there and catch them. It was awesome. And Owen Wilson has some of the funniest moments he's ever had in this movie because he's such an incompetent idiot of a cowboy. He's in a shoot-off, and he doesn't have his own guns, and he's, like, shooting up at the ceiling and all this shit. And the guy's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, I don't know. These guns are weird.
It's such a... we laughed. That was the funniest moment of... It's just like, these guns are weird.
And then he like has one bullet left, and the other guy has like a billion bullets,
And
but
he's
he
like,
tells
all
him
right,
he only
we'll both
has
have
one.
one bullet left.
And he drops some empty shells and like reloads both of his guns.
And he shoots them.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Owen Wilson, like, he's wearing like monk robes because they're trying to disguise, and they're just riddled with holes. He goes, I'm invincible.
I'm invincible. And then there's like 4 guys, a firing squad outside, and he's like, it's okay. I can take him out. I'm invincible.
As a kid, my favorite line was this. So they're in a jail cell, and they Jackie
Piss shirt
Chan's-
bin bar?
Yeah, yeah. Jackie Chan is pissing on his shirt, and he has like a wooden like chair leg, and he puts it around the thing, and he's like, wet shirt don't break. And Owen's like, what are you talking about, man? You know. And so then he wraps it around the jail cell bars and starts twisting it to bend them in. And he goes, you told me wet shirt don't break, not pissed shirt break bar or bend bar. It's really good. There's a sequel that's also really good called Shanghai Nights. That is like, I think, up in the...
Yeah, I definitely want to see that one next.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, was it?
Yes.
We went to see Barbie.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, Sunday.
Sunday, yes. And it was amazing.
It was. I thought I wasn't going to like it. And there's obviously like things that I didn't like about it. But at the end, I was like, I liked it. At the end, especially with like how immediately Ken's the problem.
Yeah.
And so are every single like male. And I was like, come on. But then they gave Ken a really good arc of like...
Well, when you think about it, in the Barbie Land society... That sounds so fucking stupid saying that. But, like, the Kens are not being, like, recognized at all whatsoever. Yeah. So, obviously, if they get a shred of power, they're going to go the complete opposite way and take everything over. And then at the end, they end at a good middle ground where it's like, oh, maybe we're just all wanting the same things. Maybe we all want to be seen as people. And it was...
All I know about the Barbie movie is that Ryan Gosling steals the fucking show, apparently, to the point where there were people on Twitter just being like, "You're really gonna let the Barbie movie, like the fact that so far it's like Ryan Gosling is in talks to possibly like be awarded the best like supporting actor role and shit like that,
Deserved.
And people are like, damn, this Barbie movie's gonna come out and the lead male actor is gonna get all the attention about it, and I'm like, look, bro, he's just Ken."
Both,
dude. The musical number with all the Kens fucking slapped so hard. I ordered that hoodie
out there.
before we even left the theater.
Both of us pre-ordered the hoodie. Like
the I'm Kenough or Kenough.
Yeah. The fluffy one that Mattel's
it comes
making.
sometime in October, which is going to be perfect.
They said it would ship on or before the 10th.
October 10th? Yeah.
So if we want to do Ken Halloween party,
there you go. Yeah, it was dope.
Loved it.
Set design was crazy cool too.
Yeah, everything looked like it was made of like a
Classic.
like an overgrown toy. It was awesome.
Like they even did the thing where, you know, like Barbie sits in her car and the car is not to scale. I mean, like in a toy, the car's not to scale to Barbie.
Yeah.
It's way smaller. And there, it's little trash cans that are
I love
like this tall.
the little gear shifter in the like on the steering wheel of the car is just one little like peg sticking out. That was such a nice little cute detail. I love the little journey between Barbie Land and the real world too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I need to see this movie.
Now, next is Oppenheimer. I hope that I can find somewhere that's still playing it in IMAX.
Well, everyone's playing it in IMAX, but it's if you want to see it in like the IMAX 77, whatever.
I have to go to Regal.
Yeah, Regal's the only
and
one
Opry.
around us. That's it. Yeah, that's the only ones showing it in that version. But you can see it in IMAX any place that has an IMAX theater. So the Cool Springs is showing it there.
You got 2 weeks off. Let's go check it out.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
We could
Spend
all
the day
get
at Opry.
I'm also setting a goal during this 2 weeks off. Finish Berserk. It won't be difficult, but you know, when I get off work and it's 93 degrees outside,
You
I
just sit in the air condition.
I just don't want to. I just want to do what I want and not just, you know.
Speaking of just doing what you want, I have not played a single second more of Final Fantasy 16. I've been playing a lot of Judgment.
Hell fucking yeah, he has.
The one that you haven't played.
Yeah.
So he's
the Yakuza spinoff.
While
sent
you
me
guys talk about that, I'm gonna go take a pee.
Go ahead. I was gonna say to the audience, BJ sends me. I was asleep, and like I woke up to like use the bathroom, and I get like a Snapchat. Perfect timing, by the way. And I'm like, oh fuck. And so I hit it, and then it's just like, all right. Full disclosure, I have not been playing Final Fantasy. I know I should be, and I feel bad about it. But holy shit, Judgment is sick. And I'm like, and like it was like for like a split second, I was like, it was either dude fucking finish Final Fantasy, but then like what won out the end was. Fucking Judgment's pretty rad, isn't it?
Yeah, because I texted him the moment that, and spoiler alert for Judgment,
A character dies
And
is
they-
stuffed in a closet.
they put him in Yagami's detective agency closet, and he finds him by calling his phone and opens the closet and his body falls out,
With his eyes gouged out.
which is the MO of the mole. So
The mole is so good,
I
dude.
paused the cutscene and I texted Luke and I was like, this game fucking rules.
Because you had texted me with that, and then what chapter are you on?
5 or 6.
Okay, so yeah, there's 12, so you're about halfway then, roughly. So but it's like one of those things where some chapters are abnormally
Longer.
long, and
Well, I
then some
played
are
one
like,
chapter that was like extremely short.
yeah, Judgment, and like I will say this: the side content in Judgment is not nearly as like distracting as like a regular Yakuza game.
I like the way that they pace out the sub stories too, because every time I see one, I'll just go and do it, and it's not like
So it's not really a good romance thing, but you can technically date in Judgment.
I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
You have to do a side case, and once you finish the girl's side quest.
Snacks or something?
Yes, Grandma.
No, Mom.
Once you finish the side case for her, it'll unlock. They're like, oh, you can date them, which means you.
I want to date that hot emo bitch from The Office.
Sadly, that's not your bitch.
Fuck.
That is I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is actually a cute little thing where you're like, oh, that's nice. But no, I think the girlfriends in Judgment are the musician girl you meet in one side quest, a fortune teller, fucking some other girl who is targeted by. What's their name? It's like the lewd triad or some shit where you have the panty sniffer,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What the
The-
lube
I-
triad?
yeah, it's a whole fucking
it's like
side
these.
quest.
It's like this 3-person bracket of perverts. This one
Oh,
guy.
I thought it was like a Chinese gang that were all just lewd.
No,
No, there's the panty snatcher who uses a drone to steal people's panties. There's this one guy called Ass Ketchum who will grab your ass and then run away.
and he is
then-
fast.
He is fast. That part actually, they did something with the last Steam update where you have to change your version of Proton to play Judgment and the later Yakuza games, because just playing it on the like standard Proton that's out right now will cause a bunch of freezes. And I kept trying to catch Ass Ketchum, and you jump over that wall in Little Chinatown, and the game would freeze and crash every single
Damn.
time. And I was switching different versions of Proton, and I was getting really fucking pissed off and discouraged. And then I finally looked it up, and somebody was like, just use this version, it runs perfectly. And I did, and now it's going well, and I'm happy about it again. But If I remembered the version, I would tell all of you, but I do not. And there's points in this game where Yagami's like, man, I don't have the money for that shit. And I'm like, somebody tell this motherfucker about Sky Finance.
Not only that, but like every time he goes, I don't have the money for that. I just look. I like anytime the cutscene's over, I just look to the top right and go, oh, I did have the money for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just doing so much shit, selling anything that I can get my hands on, and then I'm like, yeah. No, it's funny because like Yagami is the definition of like struggling in terms of story, but it's like the same. It's like the same.
I mean, he's living in his office.
I mean, it's the same shit of like Ichiban in 7, where it's like we're homeless, and you're like, I run the most successful business in fucking Japan.
Yeah.
I'm not homeless.
But yeah, it's going great. I can't wait to see where it ends up.
You're playing this one in the dub, right?
Yeah.
The dub is great.
The dub is really good.
It's gonna
There's
be
a lot
hard.
of voice actors that I recognize too.
For me, it's gonna be so fucking hard to like when Gaiden comes out, because I want to play it in sub, but at the same time, with the quality that Sega is putting the dubs out, I at least want to do some of it in dub.
If Kazuma Kiryu is in the game, I am never playing a goddamn dub.
That's fair.
Especially now that it's fucking Yang. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really like that guy, do you?
No.
Fair.
That's the English voice actor.
Because in 7, they brought back the original English voice actor from the first game.
And I've seen some scenes of that, and it sounds like when he has direction, he's pretty good.
No, when he has direction, because the first game is atrocious. But
kill this arrogant motherfucker.
The
That's what Kiryu says?
no,
That's what this
it's-
guy that tries to kill Kiryu
We need
says.
to show him the dub. It is legitimate gold.
Because they didn't match lip flaps like you're supposed to do in an anime or a game. So they were just like, okay, take the Japanese and just modify the words to fit with that. And then there's this one scene where this guy goes, you motherfucker.
he has to stop because the Japanese doesn't continue until he whatever. So they're like, shit, okay. And so there's a lot of those where like someone goes like, don't give me that bullshit. Long ass pause. You fucking Yakuza. And you're like, okay, shit. And it's a 2005 dub, so like it is aggressively of its time, but
It does have, what's his name? Luke Skywalker as Majima, though.
yeah, Mark Hamill.
Oh, that's one.
Yeah, the first Yakuza game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a mod. You could probably get it for Kiwami 1 where they add in the dub back, and you could just play it with the dub.
I would love that.
But then obviously the added scenes jump right back to Japanese because like all the Majima Everywhere stuff was never dubbed, but all the stuff that was dubbed is brought back, and it's fucking hilarious. Michael Rosenbaum, the Flash from the Justice League animated series, is Nishiki.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's actually some there's some good John DiMaggio's in there.
I think Nishiki's VA in that game is actually one of the best.
Oh, the dub part.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like of all of them, like
Because, I mean, he never shows up except for, like, a couple of scenes. And then when he does show up, it's just raw shit.
yeah, I will say like Sega's dub game has gotten so much better because even like not even talking about Yakuza, Persona 4 to 5, the dub is outstanding, like so different, varying degrees. Even like
Yeah.
OG 4 to Golden 4, it's like all right, cool. They are starting to get it, and like Persona 5 gets it, Judgment gets it really well, Yakuza 7 nails it really well.
Apparently, they had trouble dubbing Sonic Frontiers in Japanese
Oh really?
because it was all written in English by Ian
right.
Flynn. And they were like, this is too complicated for a Sonic game. We don't understand what he's trying to say.
That is hilarious to me. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying Judgment. I knew you would enjoy Judgment.
Yeah.
It seemed right up your alley.
I mean, it is. I got to the... I mean, everybody should know at this point, I'm a huge Phoenix Wright fan. And I've been replaying Professor Layton recently because I'm finally done with my 3DS. And,
Oh yeah, for days we would be doing something, hanging out, and it would just be sitting there open.
yeah, I'd have to convert and install all these fucking games. But, that I own legally, by the way. And, I get to this part in Judgment, and it's like you see this director of the ADDC, and then there's a flashback to when Yagami was still a lawyer. And I'm like, oh shit, we're doing some actual lawyer shit. And then they go to the trial, and you have to present evidence and do objections. And I'm like, oh yes, this is what I wanted. It was so good. And at one point, he actually, Shintani, the dead guy now, he's like, you want to be some kind of Ace Attorney? And I was like, he said it! He said it! So crossover win.
Honestly, I'm shocked, but I hope we get a Judgment 3, dude. Like, honestly,
We have to. Even if it's just fucking Kaito, I'm down.
Well, I mean, they put them on PC, so clearly they were able to do something. But like, God, those games are so good. I do not want them to end.
I agree.
What didn't you say that? Because you had told me we're getting. What was it leaked? The some of the team members of 8 and then Yakuza -1.
There was a couple of leaks, and -1, I think it was like a character profile picture for like the UI, where it was either what's his fucking name?
Kuze or
It was either Kuze, Kazuma, or Kashiwagi, one of the three. And then that got taken down like immediately. And they were like, the caption just said like Yakuza -1. So I would really love to see that. And then there was one screenshot that leaked that was Ryuji walking around Ijincho with Adachi behind him. And that got nuked out of oblivion. And apparently for a while they were even taking it down on other people's profiles that reposted it. So fingers fucking crossed.
I mean, technically, Dead Souls is kinda canon.
That's what we need on PC. We need Dead Souls Kiwami.
That one needs it just because the original game runs at like 1 frame per hour.
Yeah, that is very bad on its original console.
I want to play it though so bad because like Daigo has like a actual really good character in there
and that's the only time you ever see him interact with Majima face to face.
Well, it's also the fact that and this is kind of sad to think about. It was also the first game that Majima is playable in.
Yeah, that is pretty sad.
Was the zombie spin-off game.
I mean, Zero hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, well, Yakuza has a very interesting like, localization bit because it's like the first two games came out in the West. Then they did this Japanese samurai game that has still not been localized. Then 3. And 3, 4 came out, and then
they didn't get 5 for like 3 years.
Dead Souls came out after that, and then because they also didn't do the PSP games. Like there was a bunch of shit the West didn't get, and then Dead Souls came out, and I'm assuming they put that one out because at the time like everything was a zombie thing. You had all the Call of Duties had zombie modes. Resident Evil was the hottest shit in the world.
Well, it was they were hardcore trying to market to America with that one,
and didn't fucking do well at all. And so you go to 5, and they just digital only, and it took them like 3 years or
it was 3 years before we even heard anything about it.
So it came out in Japan to like rave reviews. People loved it. Then like the West just had dick for so long, and then finally they put it out, and they were like, "We don't." It is what it is. And then Ishin came out, which didn't get a release until last year.
And then the final push to the West was Yakuza 0
and
on the PS4, and everybody was like, "This is the tightest shit ever."
Well, it helped that it was like the best jumping on point. And then from this point forward, it was like, oh, I want more Yakuza. And they're like, okay, remake 1.
Yep.
And then they brought 6, which, fair, they did that for Japan. And
so 1 and 2, Kiwami 1 and 2 are in the 0 engine?
Kiwami 1 is in the 0 engine, and then Kiwami 2 is in 6's engine, the Dragon engine, which is what Judgment also runs on.
It's the only game that's not in that is Ishin, because they just remade that in Unreal Engine, just to do it quickly.
That one is more in line with, like, 0.
Yeah. The Dragon engine though is actually fucking great.
I mean, now that they've like perfected it, seemingly.
Judgment, I would say Lost Judgment is the best thing they fucking did in that engine.
I mean, every time they come out with a new game, it just gets better and better and better. So I cannot wait to see what Gaiden is like.
Lost Judgment, once you play it, 100%. With the downside of it doesn't have karaoke, but like that game is like the best.
I would like to hear
game.
Yagami do some karaoke at some point.
Well, now that we have I think the reason they don't is because of the Japanese actor who does it, and they probably have to pay a fucking outrageous fee to have him sing.
But what about the American VA? Just put it in the American version.
American only karaoke.
American only karaoke.
Hey,
the Japanese would be pissed.
Greg Chun is a great fucking voice actor.
He is. And Yuri Lowenthal was in that, as well as the defendant in the case in the flashback. And I was like, that's fucking Spider-Man.
Wait, he's the kid who
The guy that
Step. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I forgot because there's so many times in the dub where I'm like, I know who you are.
I also think they reused a model in that game because you go to that flashback and you meet with that nurse, and I was like, that's fucking Majima's girl.
Probably
because like same hairstyle, same eyes.
What was the Matt Mercer voices the prosecutor who's like kind of tight with Yagami's girl.
Yeah.
Yagami's girl, I cannot remember her name. That's Sharon Lee. So that's Makoto and female V.
She has had little to no bearing on this story so far.
Honestly, her whole thing is her and Yagami used to date.
Yeah.
And she's like pretty good friends with Sayori. Joe Zija is Yagami's new replacement guy, the younger attorney dude.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, that's Joe Zija.
He was in it a lot just now, and so far I like him a lot as a character.
He's great. I love him. I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in this game where I was so worried for him, where I'm like, oh, swear to God, if he dies.
He does seem to be a little bit in over his head. I also really like Hanagawa, the one that always calls Kaito Aniki.
He's great
because he tries so hard to be a hard ass, but he's really just a sweetheart.
When you get to Lost Judgment, they finally have the crew, and like you start to see like this is the gang.
I mean,
the boys.
There was a point in this game where I was like, oh, they're doing like a Yakuza 4 thing. Like all the boys are coming together from different walks of life, meeting at this arcade and trying to figure this out together.
Dude, I cannot wait for you to find out who the mole is.
It's got to be somebody important.
Dude, the fucking reveal of the mole is insane. And then, like, once the reveal happens, you're like, what the fuck? And, like, immediately Yagami's like, oh, it's a warpath. And the boss fights, keyword, fights, multiple,
Sorry, Bert.
are fucking...
I coughed. It's okay.
They're so good.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a prediction out there. Don't say anything. Nobody say anything. But right now,
anything,
I'm on chapter 6. My current prediction is that it's Genda Sensei from the Law
Get in the
Office.
comments right now.
Don't get in the comments. Don't let me finish it first.
This isn't going to come out until you finish the game anyway, so we'll be all right.
True, and I'll probably do
Still
that
get in the
quick.
comments.
Get the comments.
By the time you'll finish Judgment, and you'll be like, I know who the mole is, but now we'll be finding some mystery in space in Starfield.
Yeah. Maybe I'll finish Judgment and Lost Judgment before.
You probably can. You're not doing the early access one, are you?
For Starfield?
Yeah, because if you get it on, so you have to pre-order the digital deluxe, so like the $100 edition.
No.
Or do Game Pass and pay $30 to get it early access.
No, that's twice as much as Yakuza Gaiden, so I'll be focusing on that.
That comes out in November, right?
Yeah, it's.
You're not gonna touch Starfield.
I'm gonna get Starfield. I'm just not buying the fucking digital deluxe edition to play it a day early. Yeah.
Oh, I just did a Game Pass and then bought the $30 upgrade to get the early access. So I was like, fuck yeah, $30 to play it a week early.
I spilled my dubby.
Oh no!
Oh no!
All that genderless energy gone to waste.
Use code Take a Sleeve for 10% off.
Let's go.
W.GG.
Speaking of Starfield, how y'all? What's y'all's where your levels at for Starfield?
I'm just so ready to play it.
I rewatched the whole like direct just to be like, I wanna see it again, and I'm like,
it really like makes me really sad that I didn't get the Constellation edition. It makes me really sad that all those fucking scalpers.
You'll find one for like because once they're not being scalped and they have to drop the prices down, you can probably find one.
Speaking of Starfield, did you guys see that Twitter beef about that guy, that ex-developer that was like talking about the start screen of Starfield?
No,
it's the dumbest shit.
This guy worked on WoW and Diablo, and he posted a picture of the Starfield.
2 mediocre games.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's the original ones, or WoW early, and then Diablo 2. So the good versions of those games. So he's got
statement stands.
But he posted a picture of the Starfield start screen, and he was like, "What this tells me is that they either didn't care or it was rushed."
And it's like, dog, it's space, and it's the minimalist kind of NASA style of like, there's a logo, start, options, whatever. It's like,
I don't need 15 fucking things.
Yeah, with a fucking tab for buy the DLC up here.
It's-
Down here, it's like buy the currency.
It's definitely gonna have that.
Up here,
'cause
click
on
to
the
suck
top,
my dick.
on the top of it, it has like the little box that says "Welcome to Starfield. Thanks for buying it." And I'm assuming that's gonna be where they put season pass or updates.
I can
this
see
is the
them
new
doing
update.
the like log into your Bethesda link up here.
But like the start screen was like he's complaining about Starfield. Like Skyrim's start screen isn't just a solid black screen with the logo and that's it.
I mean, to be fair, that's super clean.
Oh no, it's a
Yeah.
great logo.
I mean, when I see a menu that's way too overly cluttered, I get overwhelmed, and that kind of takes me out of it.
You want to know the worst case of that?
Call of fucking Duty.
No.
No, all the fucking new Call of Duty games. Holy fuck, those menus are terrible. Oh my gosh.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed are
The
so
new ones
bad.
are awful.
where you have to move around a stupid fucking mouse cursor at 2 frames a second with your
Please.
stick.
I'm
Take
sorry,
that-
Luke, but
No,
that's
I'm fucking agreeing with you. That shit is awful.
it's the absolute worst.
I look.
I
Dog
can't think
shit.
of.
Destiny
I
is
can't think
fine.
of worse.
I think Destiny's
I
great.
mean, all the Ubisoft menus are becoming like
They
that.
do
The
that.
Far Cry 5 menu was so shitty.
Pretty much all of them are like that. Yeah, because even Far Cry 6 is the exact same. It's the little cursor.
That's what I meant. 6.
Yeah,
They
and I'm
like
because they saw Destiny
they make you
did
go
it.
through like 6 different things to just not log into your Ubisoft account.
The only honestly,
It's almost easier just to do it to make an account.
To set up an account than to click through all the no's in the menu.
I'll say this to anyone who is planning to play any Ubisoft game that's like not current. If you play them now, they'll just give you all the Ubisoft rewards because they changed the reward system. So like if you get like Ghost Recon Wildlands or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they'll just be like, oh, if you log in, here's everything that you would have had to like get coins for or whatever. We'll just give it to you because we don't support it anymore, whatever the fuck it is. So yeah,
I mean, even like Black Flag, it was still rough.
they've all.
I hated the
To be
menu
fair,
with
they've
Black
all kind of
Flag.
had like I think even like early. Well, no, early Assassin's Creed is kind of cool because it's the fucking like Abstergo Animus like thing. Like the early ones are cool.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I think Black Flag was the start of like kind of like
Ubisoft account.
We
get
should
your
do-
Ubisoft. Sorry.
We should do a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Revelations, but only on New Game Plus, so we can play the whole game as Raiden.
It's Brotherhood, but yes, I agree.
No, it's in Revelations
It's
too.
Revelations 2? Fuck
as-
yeah. Raiden from Metal Gear.
Raiden
they Metal Gear.
What?
Yeah, it was if you beat no, so you have to in Brotherhood you have to beat all the VR missions.
I think it's the same in Revelations.
Okay, to unlock a special collaboration skin, which was just Raiden's cyborg skin from Metal Gear 4 as a thing you can run around in.
Speaking of Raiden, the voice actor.
I've been riding some. Never mind.
The voice actor is going to be at Multicon.
Hell
Quentin, yeah, dude.
Quinn Flynn?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Who's also like Final Fantasy.
He's
he's
Reno,
Kingdom Hearts.
Reno,
and
Axel.
Yeah. That'd be one.
And apparently, wasn't he also the voice of Sonic?
No, he's probably been in
Is that the
Sonic.
one that I said?
No, it
that
was
Silver.
Silver.
Silver,
Yeah.
sorry, Silver from 2010 to 2017. I read the brochure.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
So, and that's only
So-
$65 for 3 days.
Hey,
Please, Multicon, give us those press passes, baby.
that's one.
If we could interview Quentin Flynn, I'd cum my pants.
that's
Wasn't he also the original Wolfwood?
probably? Yeah, actually, that might be what he. I need to check. I want to check his IMDb because that's gonna dictate.
They
Obviously,
haven't
you and me are gonna
responded,
be like,
but I feel like it's so like such a small con.
Yeah.
I'll just email him again.
I mean, even if we have to.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't mind
It's,
just
it's
paying
more.
to get in.
Oh, it's not about the paying or not paying. I'd happily pay. It's more about trying to be able to get into like
Get
Interviews
panels.
and things like that
Yeah.
to film.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if push comes to shove, we can go to the office the day that it starts and be like, hey, can we get some press passes just to film some shit for our channel? And I think they would probably be like, okay, yeah.
I mean, they have like 2 other podcasts that are like on the guest list at the very bottom, and they're like very minor.
That could be us.
I know. Once we do the Gundam episode, I'm gonna reach out to
MTech.
MTAC and see if I could do I could probably do 2. I could probably do Intro to Gunpla and Intro to Gundam Anime.
Gunpla 102.
Intro to Gunpla I could do now.
Yeah.
Now, I'd love to just have the presentation that I'm gonna give to you guys, and just reuse that.
That would be fun for us to like help out with, just to help set up and standby kind
Yeah,
of shit.
bring my models and stuff like that.
Yeah, set up a little table for people to view.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I want to do like if we get big enough to do it, I want to like just do a recording, like almost like set up a table, be like, hey, like get a booth at MTAC or somewhere.
How much
And
was Taylor's? Sorry.
No, you're good.
I don't know if she actually paid to do it. I think she signed up and they were like, all right, you're on the list. But I mean, there is cost in it for setting up and getting supplies and things like that. So I'm not totally sure, but it would be awesome if we could set up a booth and then have a little thing behind it to record people that come up to the booth. Just do little, like, 5-minute interviews.
Yeah, that would go. So you can play Raiden.
Yep.
In Assassin's Creed.
It's Ezio's face and then Raiden's body. It's like an outfit you can get. Yeah.
You don't get the eye?
Well, this is all before.
What's
that
up with
game.
his eye?
How does that work?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Immediately after.
Cuts his eye out.
It very much doesn't matter.
Where's his eye?
What happened to his eye?
What about the eye, though?
I can't wait for people to see that Let's Play.
I can't wait for people to see any of them. The fuck, us losing our shit at the fucking like driving one for the Rouge bit was fucking gold.
So good.
That was
I could edit all
arthritis.
of those. 2 weeks, baby.
Hell yeah,
That
brother.
is true. Yeah, we had 2 weeks. If you need help with it, let me know.
I would love that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
actually,
saying.
yeah, I want to like learn how to do it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to learn how to do the video
Maybe
stuff
like
myself.
a Monday night, you come spend the night, and then Wednesday night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have Tuesday, Thursdays off.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
there it is. I mean, we said this before, but it's such a good year for gaming, and at least like this quarter, like half
This
a
quarter
year.
is insanely
we go
stacked.
all okay. Hasbro has made more off of Baldur's Gate than they said.
Hasbro?
Than they will that they predicted. Than they will 10 years worth of movies.
Oh my god.
Which
Holy
includes
fuck.
Transformers.
I mean,
Holy
to be
shit,
fair,
dude.
that the movies are shit now. So,
But I mean, they
yes,
still are like.
but yeah, they
you
still
know,
make a shit
What do
ton
you
of
mean
money.
now?
Well, in the sense that no one's going to the theater to like care, because like it's Age of Extinction made $1 billion.
Well, I mean,
So,
I feel
like-
like the what is Beast Wars?
That didn't do well.
Beast Wars.
It still didn't do well though.
I mean, they fucking
They promoted the shit out of it. though.
promoted the shit out of it. I
Well,
mean,
because
that
it's
was
the
the
same.
every
Fortnite.
ad on Instagram and TikTok
Yeah.
was for that.
Which is that was the one that they were like, it was the Bumblebee team, so not Michael Bay. It was the guys
Yeah.
who did Bumblebee, which that was a decent movie. I actually like Bumblebee.
I enjoy Bumblebee.
Decent.
Well, that's the thing is like it was better than the last 4
I'll
Transformers.
tell you, my
movies.
favorite, sentient car movie is
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Herbie Fully Loaded with who was it?
Which I
crack-
Hilary
feel-
Duff? No,
No, the crack Amanda Bynes or no?
Lizzie McGuire.
No, it's not her.
No, it's
She had red hair.
She was in Freaky Friday.
She was in Parrot Trap.
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan. La, 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 la.
Blah, 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 blah.
And the other, actually, it's not a movie, but it was a TV show. And then they tried to reboot it, and it was dope, and it only was like 1 season. But Knight Rider. That's my favorite sentient car. It's,
My favorite sentient car is the car in that Corridor Digital short, where they do the anime drift thing, and he has to like he dies
Yeah.
drifting or some shit.
My
Yeah.
favorite sentient car is the one from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That movie is actually really fucking good.
I love that movie.
That movie's so fun.
I
to
saw
watch.
this TikTok.
I
my
watched it.
favorite is Mater from Cars.
God. Remember when Larry the Cable Guy was like everybody's favorite thing?
Was.
What do you mean by that?
But, dude, yeah. Baldur's Gate is... it's so interesting, because, like, I'm not a big turn-based game, and it's not even, like, the story in this, like... I don't care that I got little, like, larva in my head and I have to save... Like, I don't understand.
I think it's the RPG shit. It's the choice and consequence bit. It's the idea of like, because like that's why people
It's-
love New Vegas so much. Like you compare it to Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, and like the amount of like decision
But
making and
Vegas
world
has a
building you
good
have.
story.
It has a great story, but like it's the idea that like I can go in and
The
really
fact
focus
that
on that
story can go in so many different directions, I think, is why it's still...
in a game that you can just talk the final boss down and not fight him. there you go. Like, you can meet whatever the fucking legionnaire dude in his big gold armor, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy whoever damn, and you can be like, how about you don't? And
I
he
did
goes,
that once
"Shit."
for the EXP, and then I killed him anyway.
Like,
But I mean, like,
well,
and the other
you
thing
played
is like
Divinity
some of the
2.
stuff is so well. Yeah, but that's a little
same.
bit-
It's the same team, same.
Well, yeah,
style.
and I did like it, but at the same time, I didn't like playing that solo. And this, I mean, this is also combined with like
D&D.
well, no, like 4 other campaigns that I'm started with other people, but I have like 62 hours in it, and I haven't even finished the first act. So
There.
probably like 40 hours in, and I haven't.
Apparently, Act 3 is where like most of the bugs and like some problems are showing.
But
more
they've
than
already
anything.
put out like 2 updates so far.
They said the most recent update. Even they've said don't download it if you haven't already because it fucks up.
Yeah, the hotfix 4. But then I
yeah.
think the next day they put out a
It was
patch.
very fast. Yeah.
It's awesome that they're so on top of it.
Well, like people are like,
Well, like the thing is like the spells like Eldritch Blast is
visually stunning for being a
visual-
top-down asymmetric
so it does like
kind
this
of style.
red like lightning like thing, and then it does this like when you like burn plastic and it has the black smoke that wisps away. It has like a little like after effect like way after the spell's been cast, like a second after, and it just wisps the black away from like. Oh, it's so good! Like the spells look so insane.
I'm very excited to play it on. Which, by the way, when Baldur's Gate comes out on PS5, I'm probably gonna take my PS5 back.
That's fine. I'm
Yeah.
not playing it.
Yeah, it's fair. But
Guess I won't play Final Fantasy.
you don't have time to play Final Fantasy. And
I got 2 weeks, motherfucker.
You've got Armored Core and Starfield
And
That's
Berserk.
true.
and Berserk.
Yeah.
You will be fine. You'll play Final Fantasy at some
So
point.
excited for Starfield.
At this point, honestly, I wish Final Fantasy would just come out on PC already.
It's gonna come out sometime, so
Oh,
I feel like that'll be
just
when
play
you
on your
fully
Steam
go.
Deck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably gonna be when you fully finish it.
probably.
So I fully get that. But I'm very excited to play Baldur's Gate on my PS5 because I'm getting on the point now where it's like it runs on the Steam Deck pretty well, but it is not like even Cyberpunk runs better than Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is fucking like CPU
I have
intense.
a great PC.
And it's like apparently it's chugging on some PCs. Like for whatever this game, the closest analog.
I mean, it looks
to,
great, and I mean, my PC's fine. I mean, I can run it on ultra.
Yeah.
But when I see, my little like stats of my thing
and how much the
that
game
my
is.
CPU is running at 99, or my GPU is running at 99, it's like, dang. It's like even with like a 3080, it's like.
Speaking of Baldur's Gate, I've been really into TCG shit lately because the pre-release just happened for that new Disney one, Lorcana. And trying to find those fucking cards for the pre-release was like pulling teeth. Like, people are scalping the shit out of them, and these are like actual like stores. So fuck all that. I'll wait until the first when it all hits.
Well, like you were telling us, was it this weekend? This past
Yeah,
weekend?
it was this last weekend. This one store was supposed to have like an event where it was
Somebody
like,
told you, yeah.
yeah, you could have paid to get in, and then however many rounds you won, you would win more product for the card game based on that. And then I called the store, and they were like, yeah, that doesn't exist. I was like, okay. And then I found another store that was going to be selling it kind of close by in Columbia here. And I was like, hey, I'm just trying to get some of the starter decks to play with my friends. How much you guys selling like product for? And they were like, well, the starter decks vary because some of them are better than others. But we're selling packs for $15 a pop.
Fuck
And I was like,
off.
you can fucking eat my ass for $15 a pack. So I'm just going to go to Walmart on the 1st and get shit at retail. But you guys talking about Baldur's Gate made me think of those Magic cards. They have Baldur's Gate collaboration cards, I guess.
I don't know when they came out, but there's cards for all of the
All
companions.
the companions, yeah.
Because Karlach, Asterion, Will,
Shadowheart.
Zarel or Lazel,
Lazel.
Shadowheart, all of them. They have
There's
cards.
like 3 more.
So they've done that now and Lord of the Rings, but apparently they're going off the fucking deep end now and just doing every collaboration they can get their hands on because Final Fantasy Magic cards are coming out.
Oh, let's fucking go! About to collect some Magic cards, baby.
I can't. I've desperately wanted the Junji Ito illustrated ones that they made, but fuck, I cannot do Magic.
I'm only gonna
Like,
get the
you've tried playing?
I've tried it and I can't get it. It's too complicated for my little dumb monkey
It's
brain.
Pokemon.
Huh?
It's Pokemon. If you've ever played the Pokemon TCG, it's exactly the same shit.
It is not the same shit.
No, it's that you have the mana cards, which are energy cards. You've got your Pokemon, which are the monster stuff. But then the only difference is you have the like leader card, which is like the one that like that's the player technically, and so that's what you're going to attack.
Okay, well it's hard when there's different terminologies for every card game for me, because Lorcana, I've seen people play it and it looks exactly like Pokemon. It looks like a combination of like Pokemon and that old, this is a deep cut, but the Kingdom Hearts card game from the early 2000s.
I mean, they own that, so.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see some collaboration cards, because I know they will.
You have a lot of TCG stuff.
Well, I have a fuckload of Pokemon, and then I have some Zelda trading cards.
Have you ever played
Pokemon? Yeah. I used to play it online all the time, because I...
Would you teach me?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I can bring... I have a couple decks, so I could bring a couple over, and we could...
Do you have any Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
I
used to, but then I was like...
You do?
Yeah. I've got full decks that are viable. I don't know how current viable, but I've built some.
Dude,
I've got
bring them over. Let's have a little TCG night.
I've got a Blue Eyes deck, a Red Eyes deck, Elemental Hero deck.
I want...
and not an Exodia deck. I had one. I have the...
It's just
not
80 Pot of Greed and the 5 pieces of Exodia.
Well, no, they have like specific cards. Like the whole point is trying to get Exodia, so the 5 pieces. If that doesn't work, then you now have to get Exodia Necros, which is like, well, in the graveyard, if you can remove from play those, Necros becomes like the strongest bitch on the field, and you can just start ransacking. And then they have Exodia, the Exalted one, which is like sacrifice the 5 pieces to bring him out, and it's like a whole thing. So yeah, if the opponent pretty much fucks you to get the 5 pieces, it's like, well, fine, fuck you. I'm gonna put out
contingencies for not being able to do
There's
that.
like a shit ton of contingencies too, and then a bunch of like cards that are about like bringing stuff back from the graveyard and like moving shit around. So it's like still trying to get the 5 pieces. But if that's not gonna work, you just be like, fuck it, here's Necros.
I've told Lee that because he's big into Magic and has built a lot of decks, and I want him to teach me.
I would like to actually, because I had Magic cards for a while. I might still have one deck. It's not currently viable, but
that's one thing I'll say about Magic. They do sell a lot of pre-built decks that you can play with, which is nice.
I'd like to, just try it. I think it'd be fun to like us try to learn it.
Did you ever get into Hearthstone?
I played it at Joey's house quite a few times, and I really enjoyed it.
I couldn't get into it. I mean,
I tried.
The thing with online card games,
oh sorry,
I was gonna say with online card, because even like Gwent, I just am like, I don't give a fuck. And same with like Hearthstone. What the fuck was the other one that came out? Knights of the Republic, Pyjack, the fucking other thing. I can't get into them because for me, it's like if I don't have them in my hands, like doing it. I don't know. I'm way less likely to like read a rule set on my controller.
I was never good at Gwent.
Where I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like if you're not like legitimately showing me the ropes, like turn by turn, I'm not gonna fucking care, because like Pyjack is like, here's the rule set, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not reading all that just to maybe learn it. Same with Gwent, where they go play Gwent and they kind of teach you like 2 moves and go figure it out. And
and I was like, I always lost. Always.
Because I'm like, I'll find Gwent cards and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And so I'll just be like in my inventory, and I'm just like, what? I don't need any of you.
There's like tutorials on how to like build the best Gwent decks.
Well, what's funny is they did.
You got to go to this person, then this. There's just like quest lines just for Gwent stuff.
Just to play a card game.
They had a Gwent standalone game that then got turned into the Thronebreaker Tales or whatever the fuck, which was that like lore heavy Witcher, like the world of the Witcher thing, and the combat of that is Gwent, and I'm like, that's wild to me.
Yeah, for what across.
No, I honestly, I would love to see you, if you like Baldur's Gate, I think you would enjoy Dragon Age Origins. Because that's the closest to Baldur's Gate that any game has gotten.
Really?
Well, because it's still the...
I got like 3/4 of the way through Inquisition.
Inquisition is more action heavy. Like when I say like Origins is a CRPG, so it's auto. It's like it plays like they're auto attacking, but you're doing all the abilities. You're moving people around. It's not turn based like Baldur's Gate, but it's that same vibe of like it is a traditional like computer RPG with the like presentation of like Mass Effect and what Baldur's Gate does, where it's cutscene heavy with like, you know, characters actually like the camera's looking at them, not just like, you know, Divinity is like top down. these two are talking, and you just get like the little character thing and their, dialogue, where it's actual cinematic in terms of its storytelling, not just you're going through a bunch of, dialogue. So I think you'd enjoy that. It is old, but I think it's worth it. Like, Dragon Age Origins is fucking great.
When did it come out?
2009.
Okay.
It is ironically, it's the best one. 2 was, I love 2, but it is not good. And then Inquisition is like a good middle ground between the two, because 2 decided they had to go action, so like you have an action button that's like, this is your main attack, and you're holding down the trigger to do like all your different abilities.
There's a game that I like always forget about, but then I kind of was fond of it. I just didn't, there's probably another game that I was like, I'd like this more. But when I had my PlayStation 3 back at home, it was like a game on PlayStation for free. Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, fuck. When BG gets back in here, we need to talk about that, because that game is fucking great. It's from the Devil May Cry devs, because Hideaki Itsuno, who did 3 and 4, was like, I want to make a like full RPG, but let's more action combat. And then Dragon's Dogma showed up, and that game is fucking great. The fact that you just were like, yeah, I kind of like PlayStation Plus for free, and I kind of liked it. Yeah, the game's great. They're coming out with a 2. Dragon's Dogma 2 is their next game, and I'm very excited for it. I think you'd enjoy it because it's very dark fantasy heavy. Mm-hmm. The combat is more action oriented, where like you have your heavy light attacks, all of your abilities. You can jump on an enemy, grab them, and like attack like weak points. So if like you're fighting a chimera and the snake tail is its weak point, you jump on the thing's back and go to the snake and slash at it, or you aim at it with the magic or whatever.
Or maybe it was a demo, because I was like, I never played the full game, and I don't know why. So
if it was the demo, I can understand that, because I think the demo was like the tutorial bit and then like a section later. So I think that game's great. And like when they re-released it with Dark Arisen, which was like all the DLC, and like they added because it didn't have fast travel at first, which was a fucking nightmare. But then they added like fast travel and a bunch of other shit, and you're like, okay, this game actually functions as a game. It's fucking great.
Yeah,
I love that game. I'm very excited for 2. But
when is that supposed to come out?
2024, possibly. I don't think they gave like a concrete date or window. They just said, we're developing it, it's coming.
Do we speaking of DLCs, do we know if or when Tears of the Kingdom DLC is going to come out?
They haven't said anything about it yet.
I wouldn't be shocked if it
I could see them doing the Game Awards thing again.
Well, because we're supposed to get the Switch 2 next year. Do you think they're gonna do that for the Game Awards, or?
I don't know.
Because Xbox released there, like they said, hey, here's the Series X, it's coming at the Game Awards. So I wonder if Nintendo does that, or they do like a.
I think Nintendo is wary of announcing a console at a big presentation like that, because the Wii U happened and nobody fucking bought it. They do the Switch where they drop a trailer explaining everything that it is, and then they do a big presentation about it.
Like a direct?
Well, it wasn't even like a direct. It was like their own stage presentation, just talking about games that are coming to Switch, all these developers they have on board, kind of like a pitch just for the console, essentially.
It was what they had to do, because like there was like no love for Nintendo after the Wii U. Like people were like, this next console's gonna fucking suck. Nintendo fans were like hopeful, but like most people were kind of wrote them off. I was like, because there was a legitimate like fear that like they're gonna have to start selling their IPs and get out of the console market. Like there was a legit fear of like Nintendo's not gonna make another console.
Nintendo has so much money though, like they could have Year of Luigi every year for like 100 years and still be fine.
Yeah, like they can. Well, it also helps that did you see
they
like
Nier?
What?
Did you say Nier?
I said Year of Luigi.
Oh, Year. I thought you said Nier and Luigi.
Nier and Luigi.
What a crossover. That's the next mobile crossover. Mario characters.
That would be fucking fire.
Instead of Mario and Rabbids, it's
Mario and Nier.
The
all the toads are dying around them.
That's the intro to Galaxy. All these toads are getting encased in crystal and just dying because war's happening. And Mario's running around going, woohoo!
And then Mario and Luigi partners in time. They all get like turned into aliens.
Fucking Mario series weird. Speaking of that, Charles Martinet no longer the voice of Mario.
Yeah, which was shocking.
The way
sad.
they fucking worded that, by the way. Did you see the original like tweet thing? And they go, Charles Martinet has been the voice of Mario for over. And I'm like, is he dead?
Yeah.
And then like it goes by and goes, he'll be stepping down, and he's now the ambassador for Mario. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
The new voice, Chris Pratt.
Oh God.
If they put Chris Pratt as the Mario voice in the games, I'll be pretty upset.
Apparently, Charles Martinet is not Mario for Wonder. So the new game. So they already have a new actor. But
Well, from what I've seen
old?
of Wonder,
yeah, he's like 60, almost 70, I think. Yeah, he's old as fuck. He's been doing it since Mario 64. So he's been doing it for years. And I think I'm glad they're not just like firing him and getting a younger dude. They were like, hey, you're like the ambassador. He's gonna be the one going to places talking about Mario and being like the face of Mario, I guess. So I'm hoping that he shows up and like directs and stuff when they announce like a new Mario game.
I'd love
and
that.
he's the one talking about it.
Have
instead
him
of, like,
present the
Miyamoto.
Mario games from
Yeah.
now on. That would be awesome.
I think have him be the face of Mario, and like you're gonna someone else be the voice actor, but like that's Charles Martinet. That's my boy. That's the guy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited for that Mario game. It looks interesting. New art style, which I'm all
The art
about.
style is very appealing, and then the animations on the movements look very good as
The
well.
gameplay, the weird gameplay changes are gonna be interesting to try to go through, because that's like the best part about Mario is like trying to get your best time.
If we can figure out Switch capture before that game comes out, I think that would be a good one for us to do 3-player co-op on.
That and Sonic, because Sonic Superstars would be super fun to go through.
Definitely.
Other than anything else I've been playing, because I decided, because I was like, I'm super hyped for Starfield. It's the same shit with FF16, except there's no demo for me to just keep playing. So I'm like, I just need something to scratch the itch. So 37th Skyrim playthrough started like 3 days ago. Already level 11, and I'm all in on.
Have you touched Baldur's Gate at all?
I'm gonna wait for the PS5. The Steam Deck is fine, but like I'm getting to the point where I'm like, this is unbearable. Like I'm getting dizzy looking at it. So I'm gonna wait for the PS5 because it'll at least run like 60 frames and like look good on a TV. So I'm gonna wait for that. But Skyrim's great. Holy shit! Like it's getting me excited though for Starfield, because Starfield looks like it's going to be more like Oblivion in terms of its leveling system and like the stats and shit, which I'm all for, because Skyrim and Fallout 4 are less of the role-playing aspect. Like you're not really there's not like a orc, like if you pick orc, right, you don't get a lot of options to be like, as an orc, like, yo, fuck off, step aside, I'll fucking beat the shit out of you. You don't get any of those race bonuses. It's mostly just like, hey, orcs can go berserk and dark elves are immune to fire, and like it's that thing where there's no like role playing for it.
Yeah.
But holy shit, is it like the amount of like, again, not doing much main story shit. I'm just walking around, having quests hit me.
That's the only way to play.
I'm walking around. I've got like full, and I'm doing the anniversary edition, so I got all the Creation Club shit included with it. So there's more armor I've never seen before. So I'm walking around this like sick ass armor, big hefty sword, because I'm not fuck that stealth shit. I'm no pussy. And some Dark Brotherhood guy just shows up saying, "Hey, I got your name's on this piece of paper. I got to kill you." And I was just like, "Hat," and just one shot. I'm like power attack, like fucking. That bitch got cut in half, and I'm like, "Yo, this is great. Fucking love this. I'm playing as an orc. I'm doing all like just big, like strong. All my shit's in heavy armor and two-handed weapons, and I'm now starting to put stuff into other things. So I'm like, let me try doing like speech stuff. So let me be like a smart orc, very charming orc, and it's great. I fucking love this game. It's getting me more hyped for Starfield, because now I'm like in my head I'm thinking like, oh, how do I want to build my character in Starfield? Like I'm like, when I was watching the trailer again, I paused it to look at all the like backgrounds, and I'm like, all right, do I want parents or do I want alien DNA?
Do I want parents or gay?
What's it like? Do I want to have parents? Do I want to have alien DNA? Do I want to be a chef? I'm like, there's fucking choices, man. And I'm like, I'm gonna get the adoring fan. That's gonna be one of the perks, because I need that annoyance. Just to, I want. Because
He's fucking dead on sight.
Well, no, I'm gonna let him like live for a bit, and then finally this one time I'll be like, I'm sorry. Like I want it to, like, in my head I'm gonna come up with like a whole storyline of just like just in like once he goes too far, it's like, hey man, I really need you with me on this mission. And he's like, oh, I'm so excited, and then as it's just gun out, just ready to fucking shoot him in the head.
Hey, just step into this little airlock for a second.
Yeah.
Speaking of airlocks, the way that they dispose of dead bodies in Alien is fucking hilarious. They put him like they wrap up the body, and then they put it like on this table in the airlock, and then it like fires out of a fucking cannon out of the back of the ship and just flips into nothingness. It was like big explosion.
You think we're gonna get anything like that in Starfield? Like they haven't shown any alien, like really big alien life, but you think you're gonna find?
There's
like
gonna be alien references. You know there is.
Like, do you think we're gonna get to like a space station that's like abandoned and there's like some alien in there, like something, and you're like have to find it, but it's finding you, and it's like it's basically just somebody went like, I fucking really love Alien. I want there to be that.
There's got to be shit like that, especially with all the docking on ships and everything.
That honestly, the ship combat's the thing I'm most excited about.
It does look really good.
Like going from like just because like the fact that also I can smuggle shit. Like I want to see just the amount of shit that I can do. The companion, because apparently there's 20 named companions. 4 of them can be important to your story because they're part of Constellation, the like main story shit. Unlike, because you played Fallout 4, like you can have like Piper, Curry, and all them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not important to the story, and they can kind of just be whatever. Apparently this one they're like, no, we've made 4 of them story relevant, so that if you like romance them or become friends with them, they will input that into the story. And I'm like, good.
That's dope.
But then they have 20 just named companions you can bring along and do whatever with, and I'm like, good.
Nice.
I'm very excited for that because I want to like build the team, like be like some Star Trek bullshit, right? Where it's like I'm sitting in the cockpit, you got like the boys navigating, you got somebody on like the fucking workbench making weapons and shit. I'm just fucking excited for this game, man.
It's gonna be the perfect game.
Apparently the people who have been playing it, someone leaked that they're like, it still has bugs, but holy shit, this is the most pristine Bethesda game that's ever released. And I'm like, oh,
I mean,
fuck.
Well,
apparently
like bugs are like, especially when you only have X amount of playtesters, and then you have somebody who's like, what if I put like 50 million C4 in a corner and blow it up?
Well, that's the biggest problem. Like
it's
Fallout
like,
New Vegas, the amount of fucking bugs you can do just because you can get weird with it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's like
Yeah.
once you start getting a player base of millions, hundreds of thousands of people, it's like obviously shit's gonna come.
That's
up.
apparently one of their biggest things, and this isn't confirmed. It's been like rumored, but Microsoft got played like a QA team, like they not Xboxes. Microsoft got a QA team together to do it. So they've had like people like more like probably triple digits of people playing this game, bug testing it, doing all the shit to make sure it's good, because it has to be good. Mm-hmm. At the very least, it has to rock like an 85 or above, like review scores, or it's like Xbox is gonna be like in a lot of trouble, because this game, like Redfall happened and didn't do well. Like Halo Infinite is shitting the bed constantly.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't really been a good like really solid first party title really ever since they bought all these studios.
Yeah.
Because like all their stuff, like Outer Worlds, but that was bought that was made pre the deal with Obsidian. Oh, but Psychonauts 2 also pre deal with them and like all this stuff. So they've been getting like extra shit. But I hope it just nails it, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry about that. I was watching the Sonic Frontiers trailer.
one you've already seen,
No.
the new one.
That was Sonic Superstars. This is Sonic Frontiers, the game that already came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put out a new story trailer because they had the final free update, which adds new story bits, new playable characters, and all this stuff.
Kind of makes it seem like they're going to make Eggman playable.
They already confirmed it's the 3 and then Sonic. But I kind of hope that it's like Sage or Eggman get like something.
Yeah, I can see like a mini game kind of thing with those two.
Instead of a fishing minigame, there's a hacking minigame with Eggman, and he's like, you got to do with all this shit.
You got to hack it with the Mean Bean Machine.
Could you fucking imagine? It's a fucking
What's
like
that?
grid. Like,
It's Puyo Puyo. When it first came out in America, they were like, nobody's going to buy this. We got to put Sonic in it. So they made Puyo Puyo into Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
What is Puyo Puyo?
It's a puzzle game kind of like Tetris.
Okay.
And you have to drop these little things, and you got to match the colors. But yeah, they just changed it to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And then in Sonic Mania, one of the stage's bosses, you have to fight him in the Mean Bean Machine and match up the little things.
It's hilarious. Well, good
have
episode.
we put out any of the filmed episodes yet?
Nope.
Next week, baby.
Hell yeah.
When's the
16?
second Nate Zilla coming out?
Oh, I think we should wait a bit.
So do a film one, then do Nadezilla, then.
Oh, I was gonna say like in like a month or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'd be super down for that.
Especially since we don't have any other guests lined up.
Yeah.
We could probably. How many backups do we have? Like recorded
2.
2, and then the one we did, so 3
Yeah, because we have 2
filmed,
filmed video ones. Yeah.
and then the late night delirious, really gay one we did.
Yeah, it was shockingly gay.
I don't want to know.
You have to know.
I have to title it because I want it to be called The Mystery of Matt's Sexuality.
What?
We talked about you a lot.
Oh my god.
Look, Matt, we're just listen to the episode, all right?
I will. I'm curious. Bye, curious. And as always,
Take it sleazy.